Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for Faithful Fridays. Man, we have reached another Friday. A beautiful Friday it is. If you're in the Midwest and if you're in a warm, safe, and sound environment, I'm pretty sure right now you're counting your blessings. This morning spoke to me spiritually, and I took notes, y'all, because I want to make sure I stay on track. But it spoke to me spiritually as I realized at the time that we were in the eye of the storm. The wind could be heard and felt and seen. You could see stuff blowing all over the road. And I think what I focused on most was how people prepared for the storm. Some were preparing out of necessity, getting the things that they absolutely needed, like topping off their gas, making sure they had bread, milk, and eggs, and some people prepared out of fear, panic mode, clearing out shelves, driving like crazy, just being led by fear, and what it showed me is how quickly people can get it together in the state of fear or panic mode. And for me, that was deep. We've got 8 days left in 2022, and many of us are stuck with what's next? What's next? What's going to happen in 2023? Next year won't change unless you change and unless you get prepared for your next. Just like we often are placed in position having to prepare for storms, there are many that are awaiting the new year, preparing, getting those things that they necessarily have to have, and some are preparing out of panic mode. They want to get so much done in so little time. At any moment, realize we can change. And we do that by just slowing down and disconnecting and actually reflecting on those good things, on those things that, carried us through in 2022. And as I started this week, I was faced with taking a deep look at substitutes, because substitutes, y'all, can be dangerous. We realize they may taste, feel, or seem like the real thing, but the real thing, they are not. We substitute our happiness and our health and our wealth. We sacrifice our happiness by forgetting about ourselves to put ourselves first. We sacrifice our health by continuing to promise ourselves, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, I'm going to do it. And then we get mad when somebody asks us, have we done that thing that we said we were going to do, which is called accountability. Realizing not every day. Not January 1st, not 8 days from now, not when someone tells you, but every day is a chance to restart. It's a chance to restart. It's an opportunity to reflect on what may or may not be working or going well in your life, figuring out what to not repeat. I have continued to be honest about my transformation and my season of unrest and figuring out my next, uncovering strategies that will lead me to my personal best. And by allowing my transparency, help someone in their transformation. And so, I've shared with you guys about reading on killing comparison, on developing strategies for patience. These are all things that are real to survive and be kind and patient with people in life. I challenge you to take these next few days decluttering, take your inventory in all areas of your life, physically, financially, but most importantly, spiritually. It's okay to disconnect and reflect. We are not Energizer bunnies. We can't keep going and going and going without some form of reboot or shutdown or restart or the access to even download updates. Just like any system, you're going to crash eventually, and you're going to require repair. Again, if you're in the Midwest and if you found yourself in the snow, look at the beauty in all things. Take some time to look around and just see how faithful God has been. And just see how grateful you're able to, really line up these things that he's doing in your life, what he's done all of 2022, and what he continues to do, and what he has big plans for doing for you next year. Help people out with the substitutes that they're dealing with. Let them know there's nothing like the real thing. And that comes from you being honest. That comes from, the wisdom to share in things that you've went through to help and leave impact on others for their life. Remember, with love and patience, nothing is impossible. Nothing, absolutely nothing is impossible with love and patience. Well, y'all know the drill. That's all for me for now. I hope that you all have an amazing weekend. Make memories with those that you love, because in the end, I say it all the time, that is all that you will have. Memories. You know the drill. I'll be back on Monday for Motivational Monday. But until then, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.